You've always heard stories of Annie, the darkened child and the witch and the warlock of the voodoo lands. The child that tamed the beasts who once terrorized the village, the prodigy child, but no one else. Everyone else shadowed behind the tales of Annie. Pablo was one of them, a young boy not as talented as his cousin in magic per se, but talented in the world of art. Unnoticed by many, Pablo's innate talents lay dormant in his artwork, his art always hid in the shadows, as it seemed not as great of an ability as that of Annie, being smothered under the talents of others. He was always a quiet kid, which made it even harder to gain recognition from his art. Yet there was something about his art that seemed special to him, made him happy. His imagination proved to be the complete opposite to that of his personality, bold and vibrant. Though it seemed alone, he never felt that way, using his imagination to create his own company, imaginary creatures he would call Rex and Archie, occasionally depicting them in his drawing. As he became mature, Pablo decided to move on elsewhere in hopes of reaching his artist's dream of obtaining recognition. That day he left the Voodoo Lands in search of a new canvas. He made his way to the Stablestone Mountains, where he made his dwelling in a small cave, practicing his art on the walls. Pablo's inspiration in his art echoed that of his surroundings, his environment, and his emotions. He saw art not just as blot on paper, not just as stroke on the wall, but of an extension of the inner self and the world around, an overlapping plane between imaginary and reality. Just as his cousin Annie, his talents became seeded with arcane magic. Over time his talents began to show its magical origin as he matured. At the age of 12, his hands became soiled and stained with his art, fueled by his dark, shadowed emotions hidden inside. His emotions began to consume him. His hands became concentrated with dark shadow energy from his imagination within, sprouting from his soul like ink. His imagination began to seep its way through the drawings into reality, manifesting into the light. Fueled by dark power, his creations began to breathe life as they crossed the bridge into the plane of existence. Pablo was later found by the Damascians and brought to their city, a new canvas to mark upon. By the time he was 13, Pablo learned a wide range of glyphic arcane symbols, even designing his own. He began to create his own magic hieroglyphs to embody his imaginations into reality, casting a bridge for his imaginary shadow friends Rex and Archie to enter his world. That day, Pablo found his purpose as an artist, to bring the hidden shadows of the dark into the light with his mark. This city will just be the beginning. Maybe they will notice.